You are now watching CalTv.
Good afternoon and welcome to CalTv. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jim Caselli. On today's show, we have some Fiscal Training Center updates, another great Powtoons commercial from the FLC, some helpful Fiscal reminders and information, and an interview with Relations Coordinator Karuna Sharma. Let's get today's show started with some new and updated training content that's recently been added to the Fiscal Learning Center. Job aids and material. Fiscal 080 PC reports within the Fiscal system has been updated. Fiscal 167 P-card transactions reconciliation process in Fiscal has been updated. Fiscal 346 P-card FAQs has been updated, and Fiscal 535 Update Identity Self-Service Challenge Questions is new. Online classes. LM adding a stepped lease right to use for a CPI in effect on the commencement date has been updated. LM expire a lease right to use at end of term early termination has been updated. LM expire close a financed purchase when the contract has ended has been updated. LM running the lease liability payment schedule report is new. LM adding a subscription-based information technology arrangement contract is new. And LM completing the lease management questionnaire is new. Curriculum. Lease financed purchase contracts has been updated. Power BI has been updated, and self-service tools has been updated. Videos. Fiscal TV episode 41, February 2023. Interview with Fiscal's Director, Relations Coordinator, FLC Training, and FSC Updates is new. Introduction to Power BI, Budget to Actuals Report is new. Introduction to Power BI KK History Summary Report is new. Link and login information. You can access the Fiscal Learning Center at the address on your screen. If you have any questions, please contact the Fiscal Learning Center at fiscallearningcenter@fiscal.ca.gov. I want to remind you that the FLC is limited to authorized users. Please log in using your Fiscal credentials. For the past couple of months, we've aired a Powtoons commercial from the FLC, and we have another one for you today. Let's watch that now.
Check out the new introduction to Power BI video series. To find the videos, visit the FLC and search the training catalog for Introduction to Power BI. Tutorials for the following reports are included: Expense Analytics, KK History Summary, Budget to Actuals, Income and Expenses, AR Aging, and Encumbering Purchase Orders. Want to learn more? Email the Fiscal Learning Center.
Thanks to the FLC for that, and you can watch this commercial again when we post this episode of Fiscal TV to our YouTube channel in a couple of days. Here's a reminder for our Fiscal end users. When a buyer leaves your department, remember to access the Identity Self-Service portal and deactivate that buyer's fiscal profile. This will ensure that the buyer is not available when staff are entering POs. We've been receiving tickets about this, so remember to deactivate a buyer's profile when they leave your department. The Department of Finance released Budget Letter 23-02 on April 11th. The BL reminds and informs state departments of the year-end financial reporting requirements and deadline for fiscal year 2022-23. You can find a copy of the BL on DOF's website. That website is dof.ca.gov. Now it's time for another Relations Coordinator interview. Today we have Karuna Sharma with us. Let's meet Karuna. Karuna, welcome to Fiscal TV. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me, Jim.
We're glad to have you here, of course. And as we always do with our guests on Fiscal TV, we ask them to give us a little bit of your background.
I hold a master's degree in business administration and a bachelor's degree in social law with a diploma in IT or information technology. In addition to that, I have a total work experience of 10 years that spans different industry verticals.
And for the question that we always ask, what brought you to Fiscal?
Oh, well, as we all know, that Fiscal is now one of the largest and most dynamic IT undertakings by the state government in California that enables the state to combine accounting, budgeting, cash management, and procurement operations into a single financial management system. So a job opportunity at Fiscal provided me the opportunity to liaison with different agencies, thereby giving me a chance to understand and learn the functions and the business processes of multiple agencies, which sure was an exciting opportunity for me. And to add, I also prefer to join the state because of my relevant skills, experience, and it's a rewarding and fulfilling career.
There you go. There you go. And how long have you been with Fiscal now?
I will be completing my 3 years in July this year.
Okay, 3 years. And I know that you have the distinction, I believe, of being the first relations coordinator to join the team without ever physically seeing the team.
Absolutely. I joined and Fiscal went to remote working or work from home completely. And so I was the first relations coordinator to work from home completely.
And I remember, of course, when I joined the team almost, I believe, 7 years ago now, just getting used to all the terms, the technology, and finding my way around the building. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you to not have had that hands-on experience with people and just being by yourself.
I totally agree with you, but at the same time, I would like to add that the immense support that I have received from my teammates, from my supervisors, and from the management as a whole has been immense and has been fantastic, which made me learn the ropes so quickly.
Yeah, you're sort of thrown into the fire like that. So tell our viewers what you do as a relations coordinator. I know that we all have the title relations coordinator, but we do a lot of the same things, but we do a lot of different things. So why don't you share with us some of the different things you do from the other RCs?
Sure. So as you just mentioned, that I work as a relations coordinator in the business operations and solutions section in Fiscal, and I am involved in a variety of complex analytical work associated with change management for Fiscal. So I assist in implementing the design and maintenance of the change management database and documents, and assist the departments in month-end and year-end closing activities, tickets assistance, and facilitation. I also create reports, and offer pertinent recommendations addressing key issues of the departments to the relevant cross-functional teams. In addition to that, I log, track, review, assist, and offer support to promote operational efficiency and help develop individual action plans for the state agencies, timely completion and submission of the year-end financial statements to the SCO. As a relations coordinator, I independently assist end users in identifying and monitoring critical activities, that is kickoff, cutover, data cleansing, and communication efforts to successfully utilize and maintain the fiscal system. So in a nutshell, this is kind of the scope of my role as a relations coordinator.
Yeah, that's a big nutshell. That's quite a bit. But now let's get to some of your specified job duties that you have. Talk to us about what you do with the CIC.
Yes, I am also involved in special projects like CIC and also the Disability Advisory Committee. So I would first like to talk about the CIC. And let me start by giving you a brief background on the CIC, which I just mentioned that Fiscal being now the largest IT undertakings by the state government. So CIC is primarily a customer representation body that comprises of a CIC chair, vice chair, and has voting and non-voting members. Serves and partners with Fiscal to provide a formal mechanism for agencies or state entities to provide their inputs, views, and concerns to the Department of Fiscal and the Fiscal Steering Committee. Now, I am in a supporting role of a CIC liaison where I coordinate the CIC meetings, like the date, time, location. And since now the CIC meetings are virtual, so I set up online meetings on Teams. I coordinate with the CIC chair, vice chair, and the Fiscal senior leadership to create the CIC meeting agendas, and then create and compile PowerPoint presentation slide deck based on the agendas, which is then presented during the meetings and also distributed in advance of these meetings, which are held every alternate month. So I work very closely with the CIC chair to provide any information when requested in relation to the CIC or the CIC-related work groups.
Yeah, and having attended some of those meetings, I can tell our viewers that you should definitely attend those meetings. There's some great information. You get to hear other departments, their issues and what they're doing to solve those, what have you. So yeah, those CIC meetings are great. I actually tuned into one and heard some news, and that turned into a Fiscal TV segment. So everybody can tune into that CIC and gather some great information.
Oh, absolutely. CIC meetings are very informative. And there is a subgroup of CIC meetings, which is CIC Lessons Learned, which is held once a quarter, where we encourage the departments to come up and talk about their issues or what works or what doesn't work for them. So that's a great platform for the departments to come together and talk about it.
And tell us a little bit about CIC in that they are looking for some new people to join the staff. I know that Jody Lusby's on her way out. She's, I believe, held that chair position for 2 years. So talk to us about that.
Yes, Jody Lusby is our current Customer Impact Committee chair, and this is her last year as the CIC chair, and we are looking for a new chair for the year 2024. So anybody who would like to join is most welcome.
Right, and I believe that if they are willing to join or want more information, that they can send an email to the Fiscal CMO.
That's right.
Yeah, which is the Fiscal CMO at fiscal.ca.gov. And yeah, hopefully get some people involved in that. That would be great. So talk to us about another item that you work on, the DAC.
Sure. DAC, or the Disability Advisory Committee, is established pursuant to the requirements of the California Government Code. The purpose of the Fiscal Disability Advisory Committee is to advise and assist the director by serving as technical advisors to the director on the development, implementation, and maintenance of equal employment opportunity and affirmative action programs and activities for employees with disabilities. The DAC, as we commonly call it, supports matters relating to planning and implementing programs that benefit the welfare of disabled workers at Fiscal. By initiating, designing, coordinating, and implementing projects that will improve the personal practices and employment opportunities for persons with disabilities. The DAC also establishes liaisons with organizations that promote opportunities for the disabled, such as maintaining representation and participation on the statewide Disability Advisory Council. We commonly call it as SDAC, and working with other groups and organizations. The Fiscal DAC periodically organizes lunch and learn events. These are interactive sessions with relevant topics. And in addition to that, the DAC committee also works to promote Fiscal's observance and participation in the National Disability Employment Awareness Month, which occurs annually in October.
That sounds like a very worthwhile endeavor that you're involved with there.
I can't agree more. Yes.
So I know that also you have something else that you're doing a little shadow work on to get your feet wet with onboarding. Talk to us about that.
Yes. One of the most crucial roles as an RC, or relations coordinator, is to provide assistance in the department's onboarding to Fiscal. And currently, I am shadowing one of the experienced relations coordinator and learning how the onboarding activities take place, like facilitating the meetings, providing them action plans, working on the coordination between the different sections in Fiscal, and helping them with various onboarding activities.
Yeah, it's not an easy job, that's for sure. And of course, the bigger departments are more complex. I've done one, and I'm currently working on another one. It's an offshoot of a department, so it's not along the lines of some of the big ones like CAL FIRE or some of those, but putting that roadmap together for the departments, it's very important. So
yes, the role of an RC is very crucial in this regard, because we act as a link between the department and the Fiscal, and help them transfer their database into the system of Fiscal in a very smooth way. So yeah,
it's a very important job. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So Karuna, thank you very much for being with us again today. I appreciate it. And I know all of our viewers are glad to get to know the RCs. Obviously, everybody that's watching has been touched by an RC in some way or another. That's for sure.
Thank you very much. And it has been my pleasure.
And before we go, let's remind people about the CIC. You guys are looking for a chair. And are there other positions open as well, or how does that all break down?
We are also looking for a chair for the Power BI work group. So all the anybody who is interested, please reach out to the CMO mailbox. And yeah,
And once
that's how
again,
it is.
that email address is fiscalcmo@fiscal.ca.gov.
That's
So
right.
Karuna, again, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you very much, Jim.
Thanks again to Karuna for being with us today. Do you have any burning questions regarding the Fiscal system and its processes? We're planning a Q&A session for the May episode of Fiscal TV. Submit your Fiscal questions now via email to fiscalcmo@fiscal.ca.gov and tune in to Fiscal TV on May 25th at 1:30 to get your answers. Once again, submit your questions to fiscalcmo@fiscal.ca.gov.
With classes designed for every schedule, you can learn about lease management and more at a pace that is right for you. With new training added regularly, the Fiscal Learning Center can help. Visit the Fiscal Learning Center today to sign up for upcoming VILT classes and lease management online training. Want to learn more? Email the Fiscal Learning Center.
That's our show for today. Special thanks to Karuna Sharma for being with us, and I'd also like to thank you for watching. If you would like to see this or any of our Fiscal TV episodes, you can find them on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to let your colleagues know about us, and from everyone here at Fiscal TV, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in May.
You've been watching Fiscal TV. To view this and other episodes of Fiscal TV, please subscribe and follow our YouTube channel.